It's 1778. You're 19, a law student in Bavaria, and you don't know it yet, but you're being hunted. For 6 weeks, a man has been studying you. He knows what you read, who you drink with, and what you owe. You don't know his name, but he knows your entire life. Then one evening, he introduces himself, and over the following weeks, this stranger becomes the best friend you have ever had. See, it isn't friendship, it's a technique. And when he finally mentions a secret society of Europe's wisest men, you're already caught. You ask what the society is called. He smiles. You'll find out after you swear never to speak of it. So you sign a lifetime oath of silence to an organization you cannot even name. Excellent decision. The order's paperwork has a job title for him: the Insinuator. It has a word for you too: the catch. Welcome to the bottom rung. You get a reading list, one contact, and homework. Write a complete file on yourself: family, income, weaknesses, enemies. The most dangerous society in Europe, and step 1 is an essay about yourself. Now, the order calls it self-knowledge. A blackmailer would call it inventory. And read that again, because you just handed strangers a map of exactly how to destroy you, and you did it eagerly. Everyone does. That's the genius of it. In this order, you don't keep secrets. You are one. 2 years pass. 2 years, and you have never met a single member except the man who recruited you. Meanwhile, he files a report on you every month: your temper, your debts, your usefulness. You're not a member yet. You're a specimen. So is that 5 members or 5,000? You have no idea. Remember that feeling. One night you're summoned. Candles, hooded strangers, an oath. A small bronze owl pressed into your palm. Congratulations, you now exist, under a fake name. 2 years of surveillance, and your reward is a bird. And that's because your real name is a liability now. In the order's letters, Munich isn't Munich, it's Athens. Ingolstadt is Eleusis. Europe has been quietly renamed. And so, quietly, have you. Your chapter meets in assemblies the order calls churches, bold, for a society plotting to outgrow the church. And every month, you hand in a sealed notebook called the Quibus Licet, recording everything you did, everything you doubted, and everything your brothers did wrong. It is a performance review, except you write it about yourself and also about everyone you know. You'll never learn who reads them. They'll never stop reading you. Oh, and there are also men in the room, called scrutators. Their entire job: watch you and report whatever your notebook left out. There are people watching you, and there are people watching whether you watched yourself properly. So you spy on your brothers spy on you. Everyone files on time. It's the most honest, dishonest organization in Europe. Year 5. Promotion, Illuminatus minor. And the reward for being watched is that now you do the watching. You run novices. You read their confessions. You grade their souls like homework. Some of them fail. One of your new duties is scouting recruits. Young, promising, wealthy, moldable. The order had a type, which is how, one evening, you find yourself in a coffeehouse, taking quiet notes on a 19-year-old student. You have become the stranger. It took 5 years to turn the watched into the watcher, and you never felt it happen. And now, they finally show you the plan. No uprisings, no barricades. The order intends to quietly slide its men into courts, schools, and ministries, until Europe wakes up one morning already conquered, with no memory of it happening. Not revolution by musket, revolution by promotion. 1782. Everything accelerates. A new senior brother, codenamed Philo, a baron with a genuine gift for sales, rebuilds the ladder into 13 grades and plugs it straight into Europe's Masonic lodges. Membership explodes: 600, 1,000, 2,000. And your climb continues, Scottish Knight. The rolls now hold some 2,000 names: dukes, diplomats, and even Goethe himself, codename Abaris. Yes, that Goethe. You sit in candlelit rooms with men who run actual governments, all of you pretending your parents named you after dead Greeks. The plan is working. That should terrify you. It doesn't, yet. Then the 2 men at the top go to war. Not over the mission, over control. The society built to secretly govern Europe could not govern 8 blocks of Munich. In February 1784, the order holds a trial to judge its own leaders. And by July, Philo is gone. On his way out, the rumor says he'd learned something about the top of the order. You'll learn it too. Keep climbing. Next, you're initiated into the lesser mysteries as a priest. And here, finally, is the doctrine in plain words. Princes and priests are obsolete. The enlightened should rule, quietly, permanently, from behind every throne in Europe. 9 years and 6 promotions to arrive at. We should be in charge instead. 1784. Writing that sentence down is treason. They wrote it down. They wrote everything down. The doctrine, the membership rolls, the code names. 10 years of 2,000 men's monthly confessions, filed, copied, and archived by men who worshipped documentation. Paper is the only thing that never keeps a secret. The order is made of paper. 9 years after a stranger watched you read, you reached the top floor, the AREOPAGUS, the inner council. 12 men sit at that table, and 1 chair is still empty. Yours. And you finally meet Spartacus. He is not an ancient sage. He's Adam Weishaupt, a professor from Ingolstadt who invented your ancient order himself 8 years ago, at 28, with 4 students and some torches in a forest. Now, Philo's exit makes sense. The highest mysteries, the grades of mage and king, the ancient wisdom you swore your life toward, were never written. Weishaupt was sketching the staircase while you climbed it. When Philo finished the middle and asked to see the top, Spartacus had nothing. 2,000 of Europe's brightest men watched, filed, graded, in service of a syllabus that does not exist. And the watching machine is about to watch itself die. A brother named Joseph Utzschneider walks out with no farewell and no oath renewal. He goes straight to a duchess, and then to the government of Bavaria. The order taught every member how to document an organization. It's about to learn what its graduates do with that skill. Then, on June 22, 1784, Bavaria bans all secret societies. March 1785, a second edict names yours, by name. So much for secret. Weishaupt is stripped of his professorship and slips across the border to Gotha, where a sympathetic duke, a brother, naturally, hands the world's most dangerous conspirator a comfortable pension. Then, the paper comes due. On October 11, 1786, police raid the land-shut home of Cato, Xavier Zwack, Areopagite, and they find the archive. They find the doctrine, the rolls, and 10 years of confessions, including yours. The order documented everything, so the police didn't have to. And Bavaria doesn't burn it. It does something far crueler. It publishes it. In 1787, the government prints the order's secret writings as a book, and Europe's most exclusive secret becomes anyone's for a few coins. A third edict makes recruiting punishable by death, and membership falls to 0. The Illuminati is 11 years old, and it is over. Except here's the twist nobody lived to enjoy. In 1789, France explodes into revolution, and in 1797, 2 authors publish bestsellers proving the Illuminati secretly caused it. One problem. The Illuminati had been dead for 10 years, but that's what made it the perfect suspect. The dead can't deny anything. From there, the panic crosses the Atlantic. In 1798, a worried clergyman writes to George Washington, who replies that he is satisfied the Illuminati's doctrines have spread to America, the first president of the United States, discussing a defunct Bavarian book club. Weishaupt dies in 1830, still writing pamphlets insisting he isn't running the world. Nothing on earth sounds more like running the world than repeatedly insisting you aren't. The pamphlets don't work. They never will. 240 years later, the order that failed at everything has pulled off the one trick no empire ever managed. It became immortal by dying. And somewhere right now, someone is dead, certain it's watching them. Nobody is. Nobody has been for 2 centuries. But in 1778, in a Bavarian coffeehouse, when a stranger looked up from his notebook at a 19-year-old student, someone really was. And that's the Illuminati career ladder, secret, brilliant, and extinct for 2 centuries, which turned out to be the best recruiting strategy of all time.